Hello students, today we are doing one more sum on pro rata allotment. This I am taking one more sum because this is very little complicated. Might have like few of you might not have understood it. So let's do one more sum. So solving two sum altogether. In previous video we have done one sum, and in this video also we are taking some other sum. So when you see 2-3 sums under pro rata allotment, you will get an idea how to solve it. So again the same thing, I'm going to post a link of a question which I'm solving in this video in the description box. You can tap on that link and you can download the question. You can even take a printout and then you watch this video so that you can understand in a more better way. Okay, let's start with the sum. Now the question is saying HT Limited issued 15,000 equity shares. So how many shares are offered by the company? 15,000 shares. Now as I said, what will be the allotment which company can do is always equal to the offer. So here company is offering 15,000 number of equity shares and maximum allotment can be 15,000 only as per the Companies Act 2013. Because whatever is offered is the maximum allotment. Beyond that, company can't allot even one extra shares. So maximum allotment is always equal to offer, which is 15,000 in this sum. As I said, in pro rata we make this table. Whenever it is a pro rata sum given in the question, you will make a table with the 4 columns. These are your 4 columns. We have made this in previous video as well. Applied, allotted, rejected, adjusted. And how you will start with the table? You will have to write down the total application received and total allotment. So this is where I was. Maximum allotment you will write down here at the end of the table. So what is maximum allotment which company can do? Maximum allotment which company can do is 15,000. So maximum allotment is always equal to the offer. How many shares are offered to public? 15,000. So that is maximum allotment. You will write it as a total in the allotment column. Let's read further. Now, what the question says next? Of rupees 10 each. The face value, I am writing here in bracket, face value is 10 rupees and issued at 14 rupees each. Now how much extra money company is asking? That will be treated as a premium, 4 rupees. So in question they said company issued 15,000 equity share of face value 10 at rupees 14. So how much extra money company is asking? 4 rupees. So 4 rupees is a premium money. Now payable as follows. On application 5 rupees. So I am writing this. I will write this here. Or I will write here. Application is 5 rupees. Allotment is 5 rupees including premium. So how much is premium? Allotment is 5 rupees including premium. So let's split this 5 rupees into premium money and share money. So including premium of 4 rupees, so share money is 1 rupee. So 1 rupee is for share capital. 1 rupee is for share capital and 4 rupees is for premium. So total money we are asking at the time of allotment is 5 rupees. And first and final call of the balance. So what is balance left? How much total we are going to receive from the shareholder? 10 plus 4, 14. This is the total you are going to receive. 10 plus 4, 14. 14 you are going to collect. And here this is 5 plus 5 including premium. So it will be 10. So how much is balance left? 4. 5 plus 5, 10 plus 4, 14. Correct? Am I clear with this? So this is the balance amount. So these are the installment. There are 3 installment. Application 5 rupees, allotment 5 rupees including premium of 4 rupees, first and final call of 4 rupees. Total receivable is 14 per share. Okay. What other details are given? Company received application for 20,000 shares. So total application received you will write in the applied column as a total. So total application received is 20,000. So how many shares extra application we have received, you can compare and you will get to know from here. We have offered 15,000, which is a maximum allotment which company can do, and we have received application of 20,000. So how many extra application we have received? 5,000. So what to do with those 5,000 extra application? Let's read the question. Allotment was made on pro rata basis to all. Okay, so entire thing you will be given as a pro rata. So take it as a total only. 20,000 we are going to allot 15,000. So to all means this is the only category. There is no any other category given in the sum. So there is no rejection. Why? Because pro rata is given to all applicant. If pro rata is given to all the applicant, there is no applicant which we have rejected. So 0 rejection. Okay. How many shares to adjust here? 5,000 shares. Now let's write the total. Total rejected is 0. Total to be adjusted is 5,000. If you add all this column, it should be equal to the first column ka total. So just cross check your equation. 20 is equal to 15 plus 0 plus 5. So out of total application of 20,000, all applicant are given on pro rata. So to all the applicant I can give maximum 15. So this is my pro rata ratio. So let's cancel it and get the ratio. What will be the ratio to cancel? I am doing working note over here. 20,000 is to 15,000. 330 cancel. 5 ka table. 3s are 4s are. So your pro rata ratio is 4:3. So this table will also help you to get the pro rata ratio. This table will also help you to pass your first bank entry of application, and all the rest of the column, with the rest of the column, you are going to pass your second entry of transfer entry. So let's pass first entry, bank entry, with this 20,000 shares. So what will be your bank entry, students? Now it's very easy for you all. Bank entry for application. Bank account debit to equity share application account. Let's write down the working in bracket. So how many shares you will consider? The number of shares which you have written in column number 1, 20,000. So 20,000 into, what is the application money? Application money is 5 rupees. So everyone applied for 20,000 shares, and at the time of application you are supposed to pay 5 rupees. If you multiply, the amount will be 1 lakh. So we are done with our first entry. Now what will be your second entry, students? Your second entry is transfer entry. So number 2, transfer entry. For second entry, transfer entry, you will consider these columns. Now tell me, for transfer entry, I want to close this account. This is a temporary account. So equity share application account debit to, for allotted column, this always go, this number will always go in capital account. Students, take a note of this. When you are watching the video, just take a note of this, that allotment ka column, whatever total you have written, 15,000 shares, you will write in capital account. Take a note of this. And rejected number will be refunded. So it will go in bank account. Rejected number of shares will be refunded. So it will go to bank account. And adjusted number of shares, you are going to adjust against the next installment. So write allotment account. So whatever number you have written, number of shares in adjusted column will go in allotment account. Rejected will be refunded, so will go in bank account. Allotted will go in the capital account. Since we have allotted, this is a capital money. I hope I am clear with this. Okay. So let's write down this now. To equity share capital account. I'll write the bracket later. First let me write the entry. To bank account, then to equity share allotment account. Now let's write down the brackets. For capital, you check the allotment ka number of shares, 15,000. So 15,000 into 5. For refund, there is no refund, 0. So actually you are not supposed to write this, but just for explanation I have written. Okay, you are not supposed to write this in exam because there is no rejected, 0. So 0 we never record. So never write this. So in exam you will write this account and this account. Don't write this bank account because it is 0. Okay, this I have written for your understanding. Equity share allotment, number of shares, check the table. Adjusted ka number of share total is 5,000. So 5,000 shares into application money. Now let's write down the amount. Application ka account I want to cancel. I will write the same amount, then only it will get cancelled completely. Capital ka amount you can multiply and you will get it. 75,000, correct? 5 5s are 25. So we are done with our second entry as well. So have you seen, student, this table will help you always in every sum to pass first two entries of the application. So and also this ratio, this table will give you a ratio which we are going to use for doing that personal working, if you can recall, which I have explained you in the previous video. Same personal working note I am explaining again. So if you see 2-3 sums, you will understand very clearly how to apply this ratio. Let's do this personal working note with the help of this ratio. Okay, I'll do it here only below. Now, when to do this personal working note, students? Whenever, see, though two conditions are there. Number one, it has to be a sum of pro rata. This is pro rata ka sum. How you come to know pro rata sum? Pro rata ratio you found. So whenever you calculate pro rata ratio, it is pro rata sum. Second situation, there has to be a arrear at the time of allotment. So this is what is given in the sum. Ashutosh, to whom 300 shares were allotted, did not pay the allotment money. So there is a arrear. So we need to do that second working note. So let's do working note number 2. Okay, this I call it as personal working. We are doing personal working of Ashutosh. Now how to start this personal working note? You will start with the ratio. So you write down the ratio first. 4:3. What does this ratio means? Those who have applied for 4 shares will be allotted 3 shares. This is how you will interpret this ratio. Those who have applied for 4 shares is allotted 3 shares. This is what it means. So I am using this ratio in my working note 2 in personal working note. Clear? Now, what the question says, Ashutosh, who was allotted 300 shares. So we have allotted 300 shares. You will write below the allotment 300 shares. So how many shares have he applied? So if 300 shares were allotted to Ashutosh, we need to find how many shares he has applied for. So we are finding application. How many shares he applied for? To find this, you will cross multiply. So if you cross multiply this, x equal to 4 into 300, 4 into 300 divided by 3, your answer is 400 shares. So can I write this way now? How many shares he applied for? Ashutosh, he applied for 400 shares. How many shares were allotted to him? 300 shares. So how many extra shares? I am writing this as excess shares. So how many excess shares are there of Mr. Ashutosh? 100 shares. I found this with the help of pro rata ratio. I hope you have understood till here. Now after getting excess number of shares, you can, I am continuing over here, you can find excess money which is with the company. How to find this? You have to multiply with the excess number of shares. So excess number of shares are 100. Excess number of shares are 100. You will multiply this with the application money which is 5 rupees. So into 5. So this will give you 500 rupees. So this is excess money which is with the company. Now what company is going to do with this excess money? Company is going to adjust this against the allotment money of Mr. Ashutosh. We are doing work, personal working of Mr. Ashutosh. So how many shares were allotted to Ashutosh? 300 shares. So 300 shares were allotted to him. And how much we are asking at the time of allotment? We are asking 5 rupees at the time of allotment. So how much he is supposed to pay? I am doing personal working of Mr. Ashutosh. He was allotted 300 shares. He will pay 5 rupees per share on his allotted 300 shares. So 300 into 5 is 1500 rupees. So Mr. Ashutosh was supposed to pay allotment money of 1500. But tell me students, will Ashutosh pay this 1500 rupees allotment money? No. What Ashutosh will say? My excess money is with you. And how much is excess money? We have calculated. Excess money is 500 rupees. So what Ashutosh will say to company? I am ready to pay 1500. That is my allotment money. 300 shares allotted. You are asking for 5 rupees per share. That comes to 1500. I am ready to pay 1500. But the problem is my excess money is with you. My excess application money is with you. 500 rupees. So you adjust it and let me know how much I am supposed to pay. So this is what we are doing. Working now. From this allotment money, you minus this 500 which is excess application money. So how much he was supposed to pay? 1000 rupees. So this Mr. Ashutosh have not paid. So this is called in arrear. So I hope you have understood how we calculated call in arrear. Am I clear with this? If you have not understood this working note, you can rewatch, you can replay the video and again you listen to it, how I have explained this, how I started and how I got the excess number of shares, and then see to this video, this part of your working note. Excess money minus allotment money, whatever answer you get, that is the call in arrear of Mr. Ashutosh. Understood this personal working note? Now coming back to the allotment ka entry. In this allotment, we are going to show arrear of 1000 rupees. So allotment ka, students, first tell me what will be your transfer entry for allotment. You have to tell me along with the premium. There is a premium in allotment. So what will be your entry? Equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account to securities premium reserve account. Now I am writing bracket for your understanding. How many shares were allotted? You can check in the table. Allotted ka column you see. Allotted ka total is 15,000. So we have allotted 15,000. How much we have asked? 5 rupees per share. Out of this 5 rupees, how much is share capital money? 1 rupees. I have written a breakup over here, students. 1 rupee is of share capital, 4 rupees is of premium. So 4 rupees you will write in SPR account. It is a premium money. I hope you have understood till now. 15,000 into 5, 25 to carry 75,000. Ones are 15,000. Fours are 60,000. Am I clear with this allotment ka entry? Now be careful with the fourth entry. Fourth entry is very important. Here you have to show arrear of Mr. Ashutosh. So you will be telling me bank entry with the arrear. So bank account debit, call in arrear account debit to equity share allotment account. Understood the entry? Now try to understand the amounts. This is also very important, students, to understand the amount. Tell me how much we have asked at the time of allotment. You can check in transfer entry. At the time of allotment, total we are asking for 75,000. And from this allotment, how much you have to adjust? See, I am putting star over here. I am putting star over here. This is what you are supposed to adjust, right? 5,000 shares. You can check the table. Adjusted. Total of adjusted is 5,000. Where you are going to adjust this 5,000 shares? Against the allotment account. See, I have written already. Check here. So now this is the adjusted amount. This is adjusted amount 25,000. So you asked for 75,000, but you won't receive 75,000. Why? You need to adjust this 25,000. So after adjusting this excess money of 25,000, how much you are expecting to pay? You are going to receive from all the shareholder 50,000. After this adjustment of 25,000, this is what we are adjusting, 25,000. After adjusting this 25,000, how much you are expecting from shareholder to receive? 50,000. Now among that, those shareholder, who was there? Mr. Ashutosh. He was holding how many shares? 300 shares. He was allotted 300 shares. So we made a working note. Working note number 2. So from working note number 2, how much was the arrear? Arrear was 1,000. So I am writing 1,000 rupees. This was the arrear made by Mr. Ashutosh. How we got 1,000? By doing working note number 2. So you can refer to working note 2 later also. You can watch it again, how I made working note 2. Now, write down the balancing amount for bank account. Write the balancing amount, 49,000. So this is how you will pass allotment ka bank entry. I hope you are clear with this, and this is a very important entry. Most of the students make mistake over here. Either they go wrong with the working note, or they forget to adjust this. Don't forget to adjust this allotment account. How much amount is to be adjusted? 25,000. I have put asterisk here and also here for your reference. So you have to remember to adjust this money, and then you write the remaining amount which is expected from the shareholder to pay. But one shareholder, Mr. Ashutosh, didn't pay the arrear money. For that you did working note 2 to get the arrear amount. Am I clear with this? Now, we are done with the allotment ka 2 entry. Now the next installment. What is next installment? First and final call of 4 rupees. Now you tell me first and final call ka transfer entry, which is very easy. Equity share first and final call account debit to, I am writing in short, you write in full in exam, to equity share capital account. Let's write down the working note. How many shares we have allotted? 15,000 shares we have allotted. And how much we are asking at the time of first and final call? 4 rupees. So total amount comes to 60,000. So this is your transfer entry. Now you will be passing bank entry. Now before passing this bank entry, let's read the question. Have Mr. Ashutosh made again arrears at the time of final call? Then we have to show arrear of Mr. Ashutosh. I read the question. Did not pay the allotment money. The company also made final call, and again there is a arrear made by Mr. Ashutosh. So Mr. Ashutosh again didn't pay the arrear money. So again I am going to pass bank entry with the arrear. So tell me bank entry. Bank account debit, calls in arrears account debit to equity share first and final call account. Now since this is a temporary account, I want to cancel this. To cancel it completely, I will write same amount 60,000. Now who made a arrear? Mr. Ashutosh. How many shares Mr. Ashutosh was having? 300 shares. So 300 shares into how much we asked at the time of final call? 4 rupees. He didn't pay this money. So what is arrear money of Ashutosh? 1200. Now you will be thinking, students, why we again didn't made a working note here? Because there is no excess money left. When to do this working note to find the arrear money? Whenever we need to adjust excess money. See, working note 2, we have to adjust excess money against the allotment money. So we already adjusted it. Now there is no more excess money. So you can directly write 300 shares allotted and we asked for 4 rupees. So directly you will get the arrear. No, not required to make a working note again. Why, students? Because there is no excess money left. Understood this? Now write the balancing amount. 58,800. So this is how we have solved this question. Please refer to working note number 2. That is very important. How to find call in arrear at the time of allotment if it is a pro rata ka sum. Working note 2 is very, very important. I want you to focus on that part of this video. If you have not understood, watch it again and again. Thank you, students.